Yeah, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the Recreation Commission meeting Wednesday, January 4th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Happy New Year, and I'd like to start off by standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Glad to see everybody's here, happy and healthy.
Yes.
Very nice. We'll make this quick. The minutes were handed out. Has everybody had a chance to look at them?
Yeah. Yep.
Looking at them now.
Okay.
I looked at the file.
Make a motion to accept the minutes from 12:06.
We have a motion to accept the minutes from 12/6/2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Do we have discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted. Now, new business, discussion of the Winter Festival, date, time, venue, and volunteers. We have a wonderful outline here. Ro, you did a great job.
Thanks.
Would you like to go over this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing I wanted to ask the board is about the date. I have a conflict and I really want to be there, so I don't know if anyone has an issue with the 18th. I know it's the beginning of February vacation, but maybe we'll get some families who can't afford to go away and we'll be around. So I wanted to pop that in your brain, see what you guys all thought, if you were all okay with that. We could still keep it at the same time.
It's fine with me. It's fine by me, because February 11th we'll be getting ready for blue and gold.
Oh, yeah,
That's on Sunday the 12th, so
Yep.
I'm fine moving it back a
that's
week.
better.
Yeah.
Good.
Excuse me.
Okay, so do it on February 18th.
Same time, 4 to 7.
23, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And the location?
The beach. How about that? We had like a light bulb went off in my head, and I thought, oh my gosh, because the cost of the rink was so much money. I started asking around to my friends in town whose sons are really into hockey, and she gave me some ideas, and it still was going to be a lot of money because we would have to put something down on the pavement to level everything out. So then I was like, whoa, we have a beach, and I don't know what it looks like. So Jen and I took a ride down there. She kind of showed me around. Nicole met us there. It was super last minute. We're like, we're going, you want to come? And it was perfect. Like she mentioned that, you know, in the summer, the highway department will rope it off. So I thought we could rope off the area still. The only thing that we're kind of fighting against are the elements, and hopefully we don't have any more days above 40. We could get that pond to freeze. That's the only thing. So we thought, why not have it at the beach? We have the parking at Mason Road. I know this is on the list. I'm kind of going out of order, but we have the parking at Mason Road. We have the area next to the bathhouse where we could set up the booths for the games. We have the pavilion with the picnic tables, so if families want to sit and eat, they can, and we could do a fire pit somewhere. I'm not sure where we could put that, but we had idea to bring that. We could bring our music. So all the activities, we definitely had plenty of room. You know, we had some thoughts about the parking because going through the woods, it's going to be a little bit dark, so we thought we could have some lanterns somehow. You know, the ones that you fill with sand and just kind of light the pathway, or we could just tell people to bring their flashlight. So we had some ideas that we wanted to bring to the board to kind of see what you all thought. So I think we definitely would have enough room to have it there. And it's not going to cost us anything other than, you know, the supplies that we need for the games, whatever games we want to buy, food, etc. We didn't go too deep into reaching out to anyone for the food because we wanted to make sure it was still approved by the selectmen. If they say no, then why call people? So we wanted to have this discussion today and kind of get an idea. I did reach out to Diane Anderson to see if the Boy Scouts would volunteer, and the first day, a lot of them will go into troop swim, so that was a no, but then when I reached out to her yesterday about the 18th, she said she's gonna update her list, and maybe now that it's a different weekend, we will have more boys that can come. I reached out to my friend whose sons play hockey, and she said they'll be there, and once we get it confirmed, they'll reach out to other families to see if there are more families who will wanna come to be there to help the kids with skating. So I think we have a decent plan. We just kinda stopped because we didn't wanna reach out to any of the businesses in town about donations until we got the okay.
Right.
So,
If I may, and you reached
Yeah.
out to Rich regarding insurance.
oh, I did, yes, I reached out to him and he was gonna email, the attorney? Well,
The
who was it?
insurance
The
agent.
insurance guy, and he was gonna get back to us, and I haven't heard yet.
Okay.
So, yes, I did do that.
Just,
Thank you.
Was it an in-depth conversation with him about liability?
I sent him an email with everything that I was told to ask him, and then he said, okay, I'll get back to you, and that was all he said.
Okay.
So, I told him what we wanted to do, where we wanted to have it, and I had specific wording.
yeah.
So, I can share that email with you.
Okay.
That was
That-
before Christmas. It was a while ago.
Yeah, if any correspondence, definitely share with the board.
Yeah.
Any issues with bathrooms?
So I have to talk to Jay Spall tonight because I haven't seen him since, just to see what it would incur to get the water turned back on. We're looking at using just one restroom because there is an issue with one of the restrooms there from the summer. But like I said, even if we have just one restroom available, unisex family, that's all you need, is just to have that one, and we would label it, one. So the water department has no issue, it's just Jay to see what it would take to turn it back on and then turn it back off.
So there's no issue with just how many bathrooms you need per people being there?
Nope, as long as we have something. And then if, the thing that you can always fall back on, which is not really what you wanna do this time of year, but you can always have a porta potty. Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I'm gonna talk to Jay tonight, I have a meeting with him after this meeting, so.
Super, thank you.
Yeah, I just haven't seen him with the holiday and everything.
Okay. And now who's gonna be the deciding factor on if the ice is safe or not? Now we're gonna cordon off an
Yeah.
area?
We're gonna reach out to fire, cause they'll let us know if the water's, if it's safe enough. And if it's not, then we'd like to still have the festival with just the games, just no ice. I'm hoping that we can, but yeah, the fire department will let us know if the ice is safe.
Okay, and will we need someone on site during that time, because it is water?
I don't know, do we?
I wouldn't think if it's frozen. And if they deem it safe enough for people to skate on, that means that it's solid.
And we'd definitely
Should be
rope it
roped
off so
out.
people know that
Right,
they
yeah.
can't go too
Shallow
far.
here.
It would have to be roped out no matter what, so that
Yeah.
we can say that this is what's deemed safe. If you go outside of that, we're not liable.
And who would rope it off?
Is it highway? Highway will do
Highway.
that.
They've got the rope, well,
Yeah.
they've got the same, I
Yeah.
think they use the same thing, the buoys for
Should
summer,
put that
but
there.
Yeah.
they could put either cones up or something.
Yeah.
Just do not skate beyond this point, because it's pretty shallow in that cove,
Yeah.
so. Do we have
Exactly,
lights
that's,
going
that's the
toward
one
under,
nice
but,
thing
you
is
know.
Yes.
it's maybe 4
Yeah,
feet
so-
deep.
So we were going to reach out, the fire department has this huge light
Oh,
that
okay.
the Boy Scouts use at the yard sale. So we're gonna ask them to utilize that on the beach to shine down onto the pond. And that thing lights up
Oh.
all of UTAG.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
it's
So we definitely
huge.
have enough lights.
okay, super.
Excuse me.
And do we have any issues with any other, avenues of approach coming into that area?
Well,
So we were talking about lighting the path.
Yeah.
The main path.
Right,
And encouraging people to bring a flashlight or something. And there'd be no parking on the side street there. We'd make sure, we'd have to have somebody monitoring, and I'm
Right.
sure we have enough people in our
Yeah,
own
that
that
can
would
help
be,
us.
both
yeah.
sides.
Well, I mean, all the no parking signs right there Pretty
still.
self-explanatory.
You'd be surprised.
Right.
But we would definitely have somebody there saying, you know, you can't park here,
Beautiful.
you know. If they wanted to drop somebody off, that's
Yes.
fine,
Yep,
and then go park and they'd have to come, that's
right.
fine.
Because that street, if, heaven forbid, we did need ambulance, it's for that.
That's the
and
access.
fire.
Right.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Alright, so attendee.
Would it be worthwhile to maybe put up temporary no parking signs on Delaney? Would the highway department do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to keep that whole way clear in
Yeah.
case, God forbid, something happens and they need to get something down there quick?
Something to look at,
Mm-hmm.
see if they do it or not.
Can you think of anything else that we might have forgotten? As I
They do have
put
power
this,
down there.
you know, I tossed this all out really quick, cause I was super excited, and I forgot a bunch of things, but
no, that's okay.
Well, that's why we're talking.
that's why, yeah, attendee, the ice sign, okay,
What do you have for a backup?
for what?
If they say, no, it'd be too much to do it at the beach.
I don't,
Okay.
because the other thing was to do it here, but like I said, it was just too much money. And I couldn't reach out, for donations, so, I mean, we could certainly try to have
Everything else.
everything else
Here.
here, you know, the games up in the back, and
Yeah,
close
just-
off one entrance like we do for the bike rodeo.
Okay.
We could
If
do
the ice
that.
isn't good?
Or if they, I think regardless, we'd like to have it down there if we
Mhm.
can, but if the selectmen say
Oh.
no,
That's why.
then
Then we'll have it
we'll
here.
have it here without ice skating,
Yeah.
but we have some other,
Yep.
and I did see how to make snow, I happened to see that, that's pretty cool, so, you know.
Yeah, we'll do like we did for the bike rodeo, we close off one section and we can do that. So,
I think it's a great outline you did. A lot of work went to that, thank you.
well, you're welcome. I gotta change, I can add everything that we just talked about, you know?
Just update it.
Yeah, because you had some good points that I didn't think about, like I'm gonna reach out to fire, we're gonna reach out to fire department about the generator, the lights, but we also have to ask them about checking the ice for us, and then highway department, just so there are no questions when you bring this to the, you know, it's brought to the meeting, that they have other questions, I'm sure they will, we can update it again,
Right.
but, just so everyone knows that we did our due diligence and asked everybody, and if they don't like the ideas, have any recommendations, we could try something different, you know? But I gotta use my lights.
Right, I know.
And that's the other thing, I was like, it would be so cool to put them in the woods, but there's just no way to plug them in, you know?
Right,
So,
okay. Anybody else have questions, concerns, ideas, comments?
No, I think all of our ideas and comments are summarized into this outline she put out.
I just think, I really hope that we can do something to give back to the town,
Okay,
yeah.
you make something fun for them.
Right, and then, you know, once you bring, this is brought to the selectmen and they tell us yes or no, then we can discuss how we're gonna move forward about reaching out to, about, you know, the food items and the games and stuff like that. Right now, we're just kinda like, don't wanna do anything.
Right.
when do you think you'll have the update done?
Do, by tonight, I can finish it tonight,
Okay,
yeah. When's your next meeting, Monday?
yes.
Is it on the agenda? No, it's the
No.
next one?
No, the next one will have to
Okay.
be the 23rd.
Alright,
So that gives
and that
us
still gives us,
3 weeks.
yeah,
Yeah, and that gives you
Yeah.
another month, maybe almost a month.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
to
fine,
Coordinate everything.
we can pull it together.
mm-hmm. Okay, works for me.
Sounds good.
So nothing else? Everybody's good?
But I can think of-
Just 2 quick things in the future, just if we can think about, having the recreation committee kind of help promote with our bike rodeo that the Board of Health does, because eventually it's going to go out of the Board of Health's hands and more into a recreational, because it is more of a recreational thing than we just happen to want to start something for the town, and that's how we did it.
Yes.
So if we eventually, I mean, we're working on it for this year, but if we can, incorporate the whole board into it as we're going, that would be great, just to, so you get an idea of what we do and what goes along, and
Right.
just
Yes.
an idea. We're doing it June 22nd this year, the Thursday after the Strawberry Festival. We've
Wow.
tried a Saturday, we've tried a Sunday, we're doing a Thursday night.
Okay.
Thursday night seemed to be very successful, and we're doing it the weekend after the Strawberry Festival because we've been told, I've already been in contact with the Strawberry Festival, we will have a booth there, handing out reminders
Okay.
of the bike rodeo. We were at the Apple Fest this past fall. We were, the Board of Health, handing out COVID kits and information on the bike rodeo.
Okay.
And they are very happy to have any part of the town there promoting anything.
Okay.
So,
Oh, nice.
so we will, I say we
Right.
will be there. Yeah, just it would be a good idea in that way if people have any recommendations for the recreation committee or want to become involved or anything, or even any town board you want to become involved in. That's a good place to, just my 2 cents
Yeah.
worth, sorry.
No, that's good. That was number one. You had two?
Oh, I did. The second is just that, if we can just promote Earth Day through here as well, because that's
I think we should try and plan like a community cleanup.
we do Earth Day
We
every
do
year.
that for Earth Day. on
Board of
Earth
Health
Day.
does an Earth Day
I
every year.
know.
And we reach out to everybody and promote. We hand out trash bags and free stuff and have drawings for gift cards. And so if we can
Yes.
promote it through here as well, it would just be another great alternative. And years ago, the Cub Scouts used to do it every year. I have pictures in the Board of Health
They'll
office.
talk,
So cute.
because we're looking for spring service projects.
That's April. We'll be deciding on a date at our next Board of Health meeting. So I'll tell you, it's either the weekend
Now,
before or the weekend
Do you
after.
guys do like targeted areas or just Dudley in general?
It's whatever, if you don't have an area, we can tell you where it needs to be cleaned up, or if you have an area you wanna work on, you're welcome to do that. We mark down everything. We have to report it in to the last Green Valley, cause they give us, a grant every year, which reminds me, Amanda, apply for grant. So sorry, that's all. If we can, I think the more community we have,
Mhm.
That's a great idea. Also, a lot of the events, it'll be that event committee that'll be handling that. And I just want to bring up that on the website, it still does show that the Recreation Committee, we're looking for members, and we're full already, so they have to update that. And they're gonna have to add the events committee now needs members,
right?
so they have to update that as well. If there's nothing else, I'll just entertain a motion to adjourn.
I have one more thing.
Yes.
So I know we're just Recreation Commission, but talking about lands and space to use, if this town ever wants to use Quinnebog, it's gonna need to be completely redone. The cars have destroyed it. I got to take a look at it the other day in broad daylight, and two people in the soccer world also reached out to me, and they said some of the holes are like 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep.
That's River
So
Street.
River Street, so that field is pretty much destroyed. Whether soccer gets to use it again, which won't happen because we're not gonna spend that kind of money of our own to fix a field that people have used as a parking lot, like it's not our land. But even if the town wants to fix it up and use it, that field's gonna need to be completely redone, unfortunately. So that might be something to look into or see who we need to get with to fix it, to use it for something. If it's
Right.
not soccer, for something else, it's gonna need a lot of work. So I just wanted to let you guys know.
Okay. That'd be highway. Okay, yeah, I know, because we still have to, once it's fixed up, put up the signs, the barriers like we talked about
Sure.
before. and-
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted. Adjourned. 16:23.